Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host slash tour guide, Brad, and it is 5:56 AM on Friday the 31st of October 2025. The current temperature is 23.6 degrees Celsius, feels like 27.6. 97% humidity, 0 millimeters of rain since 9 AM yesterday, and so forth. 13. The UV index is 13 extreme. It's already quite warm now because of the humidity. So we're just in Charles Street, getting a bit of footage where we haven't shown for a fair while. To NQ power equipment, we'll try and get it out a little bit further so we can show the signage and all that. And then here's Dove Street. We don't usually walk down Dove Street that much because there's usually people working and, you know, out of privacy and that, but we'll show a bit today. This used to be RATQ. I wonder what it was before that. If anyone remembers, let us know in the comments, please. If you have any photos, even better. So we'll go down one side of the street showing this side, and we'll go down the other side showing the other side. Petstone main deliveries. Now it looks better from the front, I'll tell you that. I've walked down here in a fair while. It's interesting to actually see. There used to be a huge pile of timber. I did some work for a chap who owned this back in the day, Innisfail building supplies, just to fill in, I think, while someone was sick or whatever. So it was only like 3 or 4 days. But we used to put all the scraps of timber out the back, which would have been a builder's dream. You know, like, oh, not a builder, but like a, someone who does woodworking and all that would be the dream to have all that. That's probably all behind where it's all overgrown behind all these tractors and things. Yeah, huge pile, nearly as high as the roof of the building, what I can remember of it. Memories of coming back here. Yeah. Open the door for Mrs. G-Man. If you know, you know. North Coast Machinery. Already taken that much notice of what this place is. Yeah, North Coast Machinery. And then NQ Power Mechanic. NQ Power seems to be the thing. Sorry, the camera gets a little blown out sometimes. The sky. It has trouble adapting for both what I'm showing, like the building and that, and above it. The old KFC drive-through part of that. I did walk around there a while back. So this is Dove Street where we're coming out of, into Charles Street. See our KFC, the main part. Let's go down Dove Street. That open fire hunt and grill once we get past this car. And where Mac Mowers used to be here. Who remembers Mac Mowers? Yeah, there's open fire hunt and grill. No times on there when they're open. It's not hard to print out a thing saying. It's just easier for customers. People go past like, oh, No, that was there. The next thing, yeah. Oh, it's 3 pallets. Somewhere else I saw 3 pallets, but I don't remember where that was. And there's only 1 pallet there. This is M plus R electrical wholesaler. Trying to show a bit of detail, and the light isn't flickering in person. It's just the well, the camera can handle it. That light over there. This light on the end is where the louvers are. Don't know if this is part of that or something different. The auto mechanic, and where Hastie's bus service used to be, partly. Auto air mechanical. And then Swan Street, which is, I don't even know why the street's here. There's not really enough to it to make it even worthwhile. Since most of it's taken up by cane pumping and irrigation down the side of it. As always, try and show as much detail so I can look back, see what it was like. There might have been a sign on the door there for a business, but there's not. Just a dead end down there. I don't know how you say that, Perth House, rural, garden centre, part of GF Rural Supplies. I've still got the GF Rural Supply signage here, so I assume that's still the name of it. Sun's starting to go through the clouds there. If it wasn't for the power line, I'd take photos, but it sort of wrecks the photo. Well, you can take that out in editing, yeah, but I don't want to. Specifically because we're doing this for history. What you see is what you get, you know, like, it's basically, if you were walking along here at this particular time on this particular day, looking the same direction, this is what you would see. That's what I'm trying to capture. If I go over there, I can get the photo without the power line in it. Get a couple of photos anyway. Okay, well here's GF Rural Supplies. I guess it's Per's house? I don't know, but anyway. Show as best we can. I don't know, I read somewhere, I think it was, that, can't even think, Frank Lowe and Sons was having part of this, like closing down and going as part of this, but I don't know how right that is. I just remember reading that somewhere at one stage. I don't remember where I read it, and it wasn't on Reddit, so I don't go on that. Not trendy enough for that stuff. But we're still in Charles Street. Heading up towards Lily Street and the laundromat here. Here's the laundromat. If there's no one in there, we might pop the camera in there just for a sec. Just at the doorway. I'll actually go in there and give you a bit of an idea. That's what it's like. Just from the entranceway. Oh, well, laundry roller door automatically closes just before 10:30 p.m. Top load is $5. Alright. When I stay at Hyde's Hotel, it's $3. You got to have coins. And cans. Open 7 days, 4:30 a.m. till 10 p.m. There we go. Yeah, it looks like it rained through here. It sort of started at the car wash. Is where I saw the ground wet. And from there back to Gundy Hill, it was dry as a bone. And the rainfall thing on the Bureau of Meteorology was saying 0 millimeters of rain. Anyway, there's back to the laundromat. Well, the sign needs a good clean. And the other one's faded. There's back where we just came from. As always, trying to show as much detail as possible. So you can look back. If you watch my pathway walk, bike path walk, you'll see all the way down there. There's two of them, 2 videos. Well, there's actually 3 videos now. There's a part 1, part 2 of the second day. Lily Street signage. So we'll continue down Lily Street to Gladys Street. Just want to have a quick look at Gladys Street, where they're building next to the old Tenlink, next to Mums and Bubs. Well, 2 down, yeah, from the old Tenlink. Innisfail Tow J spares to my left, which I do have permission to show. They're not open most of the time when I go past. There's a cat in the window. Yeah, little cat in the window of a house there. Look, what is that? I think it's a tortoiseshell cat. Yeah, Innisfail Tow J spares. Shout out. Yeah, I think I'm always too early when I come along here to actually go and have a look. Gasbury Coast Veterinary Services. Used to be an accountant in there for a while there. No, it used to be a house. As you can tell, oh, this one's got proper signage on it now. Might have a quick look. Oh, there's 3 dogs coming out. 3 little doggies. Friendly doggies, I don't know. Coming out of the vet. I don't know, but he's coming right up to me. Hey, matey. How you going there, matey? Probably shouldn't be on the road, mate. Oh, except they're all going to follow me. Oh no. Hope they're trained where there's a boundary, where they know to stop. Yeah, they're not my dogs. I think the guy across the road thought they were my dogs because they were following. SS Storage Solutions. This one here. Not much going on, little mate. I think they're harmless. They're not barking, they're not growling, they're not doing any of that stuff, so. Yeah, SS Storage Solutions. It actually looks like a digital sign from a distance, like a TV type of sign. But when you get up close to it, it's like, you know, ssstoragesolutions.com.au. There you go. So that's the new one. Might get a quick photo, as we do, as we always do. Yeah, I don't really want these dogs following me. And there's Kmart down there. Now we want to beat the rain just in case there is any too. That's another thing that I'm trying to do while I'm at it. Beat the rain. So if I'm going across this Lily Street where we came out of before, we're on Gladys Street. We've been down Lily Street many times towards KFC, so we don't need to go there. But we will continue along up here. It's a really nice garden to my left, but I can't show it because, you know, due to privacy. You just show straight ahead and whatever shows. Yeah. These people have always had a nice garden. So hopefully you're enjoying this Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. Keep watching. At the end, I will put photos like I always do. Any photos that work, that come out nice and clear, or put on there. I wonder if we can show this a little bit. There's your Memory Health Services. The old Centrelink. It was built for Centrelink. Needs a good clean on the outside. Yeah, I wonder why the Centrelink moved out of there. This new building here. Looks very governmenty. It was, oh, it's going to be a red rooster. Yeah, not that lucky. Oh, there's a drive-through down the side. Well, a driveway just happens to be a drive-through. No, you can tell there. There's just normal windows, not drive-through windows. But anyway, I'll continue along. Right. Pardon? Ah. Yeah, I saw them down there. Yeah, they come out of the vets just before. Out of the vet over there.
Oh,
yeah. Well, I guess so. Yeah, they came out from the back. I don't know if they just went around there.
Oh, yeah, that didn't hang around with us all morning.
Oh.
No one's answering all the tags. Phone numbers on the tag.
Oh, okay.
No one's answering.
It's crazy. Yeah. Oh. 3 dogs. Should have asked them what this is. Good opportunity. Peek over there. Have a quick look. That's what we can do, you know. Yeah, asking about the 3 dogs. There's the Youth Justice Service Centre, Child Safety Service Centre. What else is in here now? Department of Communities, Child Safety and Disability Services. Okay. I remember my family services being there when I walked past before. It's Bunnings. A lot of pallets here. There's no signage saying they're free, so I wouldn't go taking them. I don't want them, but I mean other people who see the video. There's Burson Auto Parts and the Black Marlin Motel. What used to be and was built for Plains Video back in the day. And it was Civic Video, then Video 2000. Well, I don't know about the order, but I know Plains Video was the original. It was really nice and modern and all that. The guy who owned Don Lane's Video World back in the day owned it at the time. Yeah, the old Plains Video, where they used to have like Sega Mega Drives and things like that set up where you could play them. TV, CRT TVs built into the wall.
28 minutes 58 seconds.
That's pretty cool. Like Video Easy had the similar sort of setup with that. A bit different to the old Don Lane's Video World back in the day. Bunnings. The main entrance. Chemix. Show the signage of Chemix. We don't really get to show it because there's often a lot of vehicles here when Bunnings is open. Bunnings opens in about 15 minutes. Some photos of the signage. Yeah, it's getting very steamy hot now. Start to feel it a lot more. Getting onto Edith Street. Oh, pardon me. Bruce Highway. Sometimes there's people sitting behind here, so just be wary of that. Behind the bus stop. Just for safety. That's to be careful. What else can we show that we haven't shown? Oh, we haven't shown the hardware store for a while. Innisfail Hardware. Shout out to the guys who kept beeping yesterday. Every time they went past, I don't know what reason they were doing that. But they were just saying hello, they were being nice. I don't know whether that means whatever. It's towards the main part of town, the CBD. back down towards the mobile service station, Cairns direction, Windy Hill, all that. Wait for this taxi to go past. Whew. Anzac Memorial Park. Yeah, like I said in another video, if you don't understand what somebody's doing, if it's, you know, if it's legal, what they're doing, don't look at them like they're slime. Have a bit more respect for people, what they're doing. I mean, I'm not into fishing or rugby league or anything like that, but I don't hold it against anyone for being into that and liking that. You know, I don't look at people weird because they've gone fishing or this and that, you know. So, just because you don't understand what somebody does, or you don't like it, you know, show encouragement to people who are giving it a go. You know, instead of looking at them like they're just a piece of junk, which, yes, I do get that. I do have that happening from people, which I think's quite rude. I'm not doing anything wrong. Very respectful of people. And that. People have got to understand that. Very respectful. Some people you say good morning to and they just look at you like, how dare you speak to me, sort of look on their face. Some watermelon. Random Coles trolley across from Coles, so it's not as bad as some of them. Of course I wanted to show up here, and the truck has hidden, so I can't really show it as much. Royal palms planted to commemorate the visit of Sir Donald Bradman to Innisfail in 1931. There you go. Haven't shown that for a while. It's starting to get a little run down, so it's good to show it while it's still here. It's like I might trash it. Another one of those things, counting how many cars and that go past. Innisfail hardware might go past Prices Plus. I remember there used to be a house behind Innisfail hardware when it was paint and plumbing back in the day. Yeah, there was a house which I have actually been inside of multiple times. I knew people who lived in there, and the chappie worked in the paint and plumbing place. Innisfail Paint and Plumbing, whatever they wanted to call it back then. Prices Plus used to be Frontier Ford before that, and then Huxham Ford before. Well, it was Overflow actually. Prices Plus before that was Overflow, and then it was it was Frontier Ford and then Huxham Ford. The pavement guys. I was walking home from town one night and they were going along, like they got cameras or something on there, so mapping out an area or something. That's what it looked like. Flashing lights. There was about 4 of them. Yeah. Huxham Ford. A lot of people would probably have memories of that. But it's been Prices Plus for a fair while. It's got clean, far out. And it was so bad. Someone commented once that Prices Plus needs a good clean, and they're not wrong. Probably costs a fortune to get it cleaned and painted. Sometimes it's better for the business in the long run to get it done. Wow, well, spiderwebs behind there. They wouldn't be able to get behind there unless they take everything off the shelves. Oh, that sign's still up there that someone's put. Have a beautiful day. Yeah, I've shown that before. Of course, people have got a graffiti all along here. The other one's fine, it's on a post-it note. This Services Australia. Centrelink. This is where Huxham Ford and that had their mechanics department. You should be able to read more on there, and you read where it says service Ford Oasis computer on there, but it probably won't show up on video. I can hear music. Due to copyright, you know. Can't really show. Oh, people would trash these bins. I don't know what that's all about. Wow. That's where Panorama buses, Trans North used to be. Be nice if this got done up. Be real nice. There's another one of those readers. There's a lot of them around. You know, things that tell how many cars have gone past. Yeah, look how run down this building is, sadly. Yeah, where Sam's Place used to be, if you're wondering. Forgot to say, this is Ernest Street. Ever since we came down near the hardware store, we've been in Ernest Street. Remember these old things? You used to be able to read the counter on there, but I don't think it's like that anymore. Used to be able to, on the side or something, the back that have the counter, you'd be able to read it. Still Council College, part of it. Go across the road and show across to here once you can see the old Trans North signage. Sans Pie signage was there for years on that little sign there, but when a hairdresser moved in there, they covered it over. Sadly, it was a part of history. I liked seeing it there still. It said Sam's Homemade Pies, something like that, or Handmade Pies. Yeah, it's been too long now. Just quickly get a photo of this building, because you never know, one day it might get done up. Anyway, we'll continue along our merry way. And there is vehicles coming. We'll go down Grace Street, GRAC. Still got a satellite dish up top, that big satellite dish. It's not a standard iStar dish or Foxtel. Yeah, there's Services Australia, Centrelink, Medicare. I think Medicare's still part of it. It'd be nice if this footpath went all the way up to Glady Street. Yeah, I would like that. If it doesn't, it stops at the end of Services Australia. Oh, there's a lot of dust and dirt on there. Spider webs. Well, it really needs a good clean. Even just a pressure wash would probably fix a lot of that. There's another one of those counters. Wow. And then Anzac Memorial Park. And the EV chargers over there. Anyway, let's continue along as we do. 6:24 a.m. Custom line computers used to be up here, and tropical vets. Yeah, Anthony Caitler had his veterinary surgery in here. Sure he did at one stage. There was a chiropractor in here at one stage. There's been a few. I remember Custom Line. It's probably in here the longest that I know of, that I can remember anyway. now it's an Indigenous Aboriginal Land and Sea Inc. I don't know how you say the name. I'm not going to butcher it, but it's MANDUBARRA. Aboriginal Land and Sea Inc. Never seen anyone in there. It probably is. But I just don't see anyone in there when I get past. But then I'm an early person. 33 Grace Street. Their office. We've got the what's we call it up here? Storage place. Self-storage. And BCF across there. Kasuri Coast self-storage, there we go. MBN Pit. Not Warren Pitt or Brad Pitt. Kasuri Coast self-storage. Yeah, it's hard to read. Having those things in front of it is probably not the best idea because they keep growing up and you can't see the signage. This used to be Video Easy. It's been Start Liquor for a fair few years now. They've got a array of trolleys down the back. Coles and Woolies. Oh, I miss the old Video Easy. It's one of those experiences that kids these days would never understand. They wouldn't want to. Now, this is fairly newly painted red. You can see there where it's not finished down the bottom. I think it's just been sprayed. Oh, there you go. Oh. But yeah, the experience of going there on like a Friday night or whenever. So I think they were open till 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. And going there and searching through the videotapes or the DVDs and towards the end Blu-ray and that to get your weekly or your nightly videos, DVDs, whatever, and getting some lollies and a drink and if you're that way inclined of getting that stuff. Or looking at the extra rentals, hiring out a video game. Yeah. And then they'd have their big sales where they'd sell off a whole heap of extra rental DVDs and games, VHS tapes. And people would just go crazy. They'd be lined up outside waiting. And if you were a gold member or whatever they called it, that was always hiring stuff, renting stuff and that. You'd be allowed to get in early, which people would get upset over. Yeah, it's one of those things of the past. So we had Plains Video, Video Easy, and Blockbuster Video. Blockbuster was at 180, where Tropic Cartridges and Printing is now in that spot. Don Lane's Video, well, it was next to Hungry Jack's. At the time, it was next to Innisfail Hotel, the zoo. There's new signage here. They're through Rain and Horn. They don't have the price on there now. Used to be so many per week over on there. Rooms to rent, clean and cheap, fully furnished, short and long term. Contact Rain and Horn Innisfail. It's new. Definitely new. Advanced Auto Electrics. Remember this being Cardross Mining. It was built for Cardross Mining. A lot of businesses they built for whatever, and then they, the business either dies off or they just leave. Donald Street down there where the community centre is. Yeah, it was this one here. The Where Better Home and Living used to be was the mechanic, the MLC motors, built for that. So it's got the weird big roller doors and bays and things. And then they moved into Tramway Street. Oh, how it works. Yeah, more and more dark clouds. It's Commonwealth Hotel. Super Cheap Auto, Repco. Yeah, Repco was built for highway tyres. Yeah, it's one of those things. It just seems to happen. I don't know if they build them to eventually sell them intentionally or deliberately. But yeah, certainly one of those things that does happen. Many, many, many places over the years has been like that.
Total
3 kilometers.
45 minutes, 34 seconds. 4,478 steps.
That'll probably end up being about a 5 kilometer walk. We'll go up to the Gundy Hill Hotel, show the outside of that a bit better. If the workers aren't there, it'd be easier. The one's doing this signage. This is Gordon Street, the next one's Michael. But Chemic Steel used to be down there. Used to be Leonard Motors Marine. It's been a few places over the years, plus John Williams Motorcycle where the smoke grocery is. Vanuatu and Police. Be awesome to show inside there what it's like, but yeah, someone's business, so you can't really do it. I'm not going to go in there and buy a soft drink or something, because they've probably got a minimum. Coastal Farm and Motorcycles. Been painted not that long ago. It's nice to see these places painted. Where Bridgestone used to be, by repairs. A few different other ones. Incomplete Car Care was one of the last in there that I know of. There's Signal Tobacconist across there and Coastal Marine and Outdoors. Pelican Street, back where we just came from. So you get all the detail. Start Liquor Ute going past. Sundown Engineering. And the Paint Shop NQ across the road in Michael Street. Right here, there's been a few places over the years where the gym used to be. I don't know if it's still open. There was a gym there. They'd only put the signs out when the gym was open. For some reason there was never actual proper signs put up. That was Fusion, Fight and Fitness or something. Paint Shop NQ. And 180. And 180 the street where I said Blockbuster Video used to be, Big Tomato, Alice's Diner. Tate's Martial Arts were in there for a while too, and there was an Indian grocer, greengrocer, where the tobacconist is. I don't know about greengrocer, but it was grocery. Back down towards town. The dark clouds rolling in. We may get one of those storms, hopefully. There's where Home Hardware used to be, and there you can see the sort of turquoisey green. That's where the indoor cricket used to be. Oh yeah, indoor cricket. Remember going there. I only ever went there with this primary school. Remember there used to be a lattice place in here that made cubby houses and stuff? The Johansson's had a second-hand dealer on the corner there where the plant shop is. It's a mobile 24-hour. Very popular establishment. I go into the metro and get myself a cola-flavoured carbonated beverage of choice. Try to make it sound a bit posher than it is. So, prices of the fuel at the moment: $1.79.9 unleaded, premium 95 is $1.94, and diesel's $1.86. John Street, little tiny John Street. Well, that Dove Street. Dove Street's longer, yeah. And that one just up from Dove Street that I forget the name now that I showed before. There's the Gundy Auto Wash. We've shown in the metro many times, so we don't need to show that. So we'll come out and then we'll go up to the Gundy Hill. Show that, or it just says Gundy Hotel now. It doesn't say Hill in the name. Look, Grant Hill from the Detroit Pistons, NBA, American basketball. There's TJ's Diner. Goodyear, Castlereagh Street. See what we might, just gonna go up there and then come back, but nah, there's your metro. Castlereagh Coast Battery Centre. Stock feed, saddlery, face tinting, my custom house. There's our stock feed, signage. I don't know if they're still there, but anyway. So, real quick, I'll go in here and then, they've got tea chai tea. Anyway, we'll be back. Anyway, right out of there. Metro signage, it doesn't flicker in person, nor does the Empire one. They're unleaded E10s, $1.75.9, unleaded $1.77.9, premium diesel $1.87.9, and then premium 95 is $1.92.9. Ampol, unleaded 91, $1.79.9, amplified 95, $1.95.9, and amplified diesel $1.89.9. There you go. So many prices. West Plumbing, Goodyear Auto Care. I don't know why I said Gundy, but anyway. Gundy Hill Hotel up here. I'll finish the video after we've shown this as best as we can. We'll get across the road so I can get some photos as well. Now it's a bit brighter than earlier. So there's your Ampol. Used to be Caltex. Try and get across up near the signage so we can show it all the way across. Yeah, I don't know that it's fully finished. Haven't been told any updates for a while. Used to get told every now and then an update by one of the workers that organised me to get video and photos of the place. Got me permission. camera's starting to discombobulate, which usually means that it's about to overheat soon. It's getting too hot for it. Gundy Hotel doesn't have Gundy Hill anymore in the name. Judging by this anyway, unless they change it. Add extra to it. Anyway, if you want to see more updates of the Gundy Hotel, feel free to have a look in the Innisfail playlist. There's a few from over the time. Since April, I think. Or was it August? One of the two. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Best of Times, keeping memories alive for us and future generations to see. Check the links in the description if you want to help the channel out. Check out old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. If you liked the video, like, share, comment, subscribe. The usual. Hype the video. Yeah, HYPE, hype. Helps the video with the algorithm. It helps the channel out. Anyway, stay safe, stay cool, stay tuned to the photos, and we'll catch you in the next one.